Hello and namaste everyone. I guess if you have read the title already, so you know what I'm doing, but yeah, I've got this opportunity to interview the ex-Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm also a bit nervous. But we are, as a sociology student, me and one of my friends are placed in a community center called Jaika Community Center, and we decided that we'd like to make a video talking about the history of Jaika, like how they started, and also we thought we could also interview Howe, who is the ex-Deputy Prime Minister, to get some information about the political situation during that period. So yes, and he accepted our request, so I'm going there to interview him. So let's find out how it will be. I'm not sure how he would feel about my vlogging and all that. Well, if the vlog is up in YouTube now, if you're watching it, then I guess he said yes. So let's look forward to it, and I'll see how it goes. First time I'm interviewing such a high-profile person, so wish me luck. See ya. Yeah, so I finally arrived at his house. I was too nervous about it, so I didn't take any videos or shots on the way, and I was driving as well, so couldn't do that. But yeah, we'll see where we'll do his interview. I don't know if we'll do it in his house, or he said there's a park nearby, so we might do it in the park. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside and talk to him. Hello Brian, good morning.
I thought we might do it at the back.
Yeah, sure.
A neat little.
This is I do vlogging. Sometimes I have my YouTube channel as well.
Oh,
so I
good.
vlog. So I was thinking I could vlog about interviewing ex-Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. Right. Why not? It will be a fancy one, isn't it? Thank you.
Long time ago.
Yeah. So you okay with filming me for my vlog as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
Keep going. Old house. There.
Yeah, sure.
Would that be suitable?
Yeah, yeah, it works. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You want to talk about it for a moment, just to get a bit of an idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. What's your name? Sorry.
Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Good. Meet you, Ellen.
Pradeep.
Yeah. Good. We'll just sit down here for
and
a moment.
everyone, he's the ex-Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. I'm so excited and nervous.
Over here.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Because I don't know, just in terms of like how was your time, and like you had a long successful career in politics. I think you have been more than like 6 to 8 ministers and Deputy Prime Minister in Australia. And so, if you don't mind, I would like to ask, like, what is the tool that made you so successful in a political career?
What is the what?
What is the thing that made you successful in a political career?
Successful?
In the sense, yeah, you were like ministers in 6 different, I think 6 to 7 or maybe 8.
Yeah. When you look back at you don't actually, you think a lot more about your failures than you do about your success.
Success you can measure in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
And the way I measure it in terms of is how much was I able to make a difference, really, that was a sustainable difference.
Because when I was looking at your biography, let's say in short, it's like you have been Minister for Defence, Communities, Social Housing and all that, and that led to you being a Deputy Prime Minister for Australia. And from my perspective, it's not an easy thing, isn't it? Like you just want to be that and you get that. It's not like that. You have to have a lot of experience, expertise and all that. So I think
things go right back to the beginning of the life too, you know. You have a mentor, someone that's very important to you. And I had a mentor whose name was Oswald Barnett, who was really the founder of the Housing Commission in Victoria in the 1940s. And he was an activist in Brunswick, the next suburb, and he was very important figure. But I got to know him when I was a clerk at the Tramways Board, I was 15, 16. And I joined his group, which was called Good Companions, Christian group. And I got to know him and he got to know me, and he remained as a mentor for me over a number of years.
So having a good mentor is the key.
So, mentoring is very important, and neighbourhood house is important in that context, because you find that there are good people there who become mentors and who enable people to do what they want to do in life. I mean, that's one of the important things today, is not to just get a job, but to get a job that you feel you can really put everything into that job, because it's so important, you can see its importance. So, being a minister, of course, is a privilege that very few people have that privilege, and so you want to throw everything you've got into it, and then when you look back on it, you think, well, some things worked, but others didn't,
But also, it's about like throwing out everything and being a minister, and then again throwing out everything to prove that you are the right person for that ministry, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because, what do you think is the characteristics of a good politician? Because I come from Nepal and we don't have.
Come from where?
Nepal.
Oh, Nepal.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
Nepal.
The political scenario is kind of like tricky, and everyone like says it's because of politicians and all that. We don't have good politicians. Politicians doesn't have good ethics and moral and all that. So from that experience, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think is a good characteristics or characteristics of a good politician?
Well, politics is very limited. I mean, in a sense, politics is dealing with the world, which is really dominated by special interests, especially the interests of capital and capital investment. And so, in a sense, there are limitations of what you can achieve as a politician, because of the fact that in Australia we're part of an international capitalist system, and we became in the 1980s much more enmeshed in the system of global capitalism. So in a sense, against the background of global capitalism, what you can achieve may be quite limited. But I thought it was important that as someone interested in social reform, that I was able to make changes that would benefit especially low-income people. I always thought that my task was not to worry about everybody, it was to worry about people at the bottom of the pile or close to the bottom of the pile, and try and make a small difference to their lives. And so I was very fortunate to have portfolios that gave me the opportunity to make some difference. And in some areas I think I was relatively successful, but in other areas I wouldn't regard my achievements as anything more than very modest. But the challenge was there, and it's facing that challenge wherever you are in society, whether you're working as a humble social worker in an agency in the western suburbs of Melbourne, or you are a politician working in Canberra and so on. The important thing are the values that you bring to that task, and wanting to make a difference, wanting to change people's lives in whatever respect or whatever opportunities you might have, whether you're in a very limited local agency or you're working at the national level.
Well, thank you so much for your sharing your experience with us, and we appreciate it a lot. Actually, we mean that. It's a big thing for us. And thank you so much. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my vlog. It was a great experience talking to Mr. Brian Howe, and very interesting that reflecting back on what happens in Nepal. He was like ministers like six times and all, and he was the deputy Prime Minister of Australia, but still we went to his house and he lives on his own, I guess. I didn't see anyone else, but like there's no security and nothing at all. Like when I keep hearing this news in Nepal, like even a person who gets the security when they were in the power or the position, even after they are dead, their families are still having that security and all that. And it's kind of like seeing how he's still there, he's doing his own thing, he's a retired politician, but he doesn't take like those kind of let's say for example what I could see is security from the government and all that. So it's very, very interesting to see that, and I guess something that we can learn for a country like ours who is poor and we can't afford to do all of these things, so yeah. But I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe the channel, and I guess I'll have more videos coming. Thank you guys.